What is going on, Titan Nation? We're so happy to have you here today. Lots going to be going down within the next 2 days. We got the preseason over. Let's get it rolling. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tighten up that like button for us as well.
What's up, everybody? This is ESPN NFL Nation Titans reporter Turron Davenport, and you are tuned into the Titans Upload Network.
Whether it's the regular season or the offseason, we have you covered as we give you the best Tennessee Titans and NFL news and insight that a fan could ask for. You're watching the Titan Upload Network.
What is going on, Titan Nation? Hope everybody is doing well out there. Sorry for the delay. Had a few technical issues, but we're here. We're happy to be here, and we're glad that you're here with us as well. The preseason is officially over for the Tennessee Titans, for the whole NFL for that matter, and we're here to kind of break it down. We're here to talk about the cuts. What are your surprise cuts? And all that type of stuff. So we're excited to be here today. We got some good clips for you guys. We got some good interview clips. We got some clips, a couple of clips from the game. And we got a poll going on. Titans undefeated preseason. Does it matter at all? And I know it's a pretty basic poll, yes or no, but does it matter? Because some people think it does not matter whatsoever. But you know, the Titans go undefeated in the preseason. It's the first time since 2003. And in that year, they went 12-4 in the season. Now, A to Z Sports, shout out to them. They were on before us. They kind of went through this, undefeated teams in the preseason. There were it was about half and half. About half of the teams did really well in the season. One, I think, even went to the Super Bowl. And then the other half had terrible seasons. So I honestly think it I don't know. I mean, I think it matters because of the team being new coaching staff. I think it's a good positive thing for the Titans because it kind of gives you that positivity going into the season. We win. It gives you that positivity. Now, if you go winless in the preseason, I feel like it would have a negative effect on you. So I feel like it just kind of gives you that little extra boost, like, hey, maybe we do have something. So let us know in the poll what you think. Does it matter at all? 71% of you say yes so far. Which doesn't surprise me. So we got 14 votes, and we got about 33 people in here. I'm sure some more will trickle in as A to Z was ending their show. But please tighten up that like button for us. I would like to do a little housekeeping. This show is powered by BetUS. Right now, if you click on our link in the description, you will get 125% bonus for your first 3 deposits. And I'll let Michael Vick kind of tell you guys about it. Check out BetUS. Link is in the description.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
So there you go. Check them out. Awesome. Awesome site. If you're into that type of thing, the sports gambling world. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into it this season. Not too much. I'm not big of a bettor, but I would like to just kind of, poke around and see what I could do. And I'm definitely going to use BetUS. They're one of the best. So anyways, get some of your comments here. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We appreciate it. We got Yams in the building. He says, let's go tighten up, baby. Great time to be a Titans fan. Hey, man, I agree with you, and it's always a great time to be a Titans fan. Christian M. Ross says, wonderful timing. I can join live from Germany at this time. Shout out to you guys. Keep up the great work. Hey, man, thank you so much. And yeah, it's awesome. We are doing this morning show. We're going to do it. We were thinking about doing it, Monday through Thursday throughout the season. We might dial it back to maybe like Monday and Wednesday, Monday and Thursday, just to kind of see how it goes. As far as until the season starts. When the season starts, we'll probably be doing it Monday through Thursday. But it's been going pretty good so far. You guys have been showing up. We've been getting over 1,000 views pretty much every video, about 100 likes, which is fantastic for a new show like this. Of course, Titan Upload will be doing the watch parties every Sunday or every time the Titans play. We had over 400 people in the watch party last night yesterday for a preseason game, which is absolutely phenomenal. So we're super stoked to see what those do this season. And we got a really cool announcement coming. Actually, we can go ahead and announce it. We have a new sponsor that is going to be sponsoring us, and it's my work. It's who I work for, called Recovery Unplugged. They are a dual diagnosis mental health substance abuse treatment center. We also offer IOP programs, outpatient, virtual outpatient, inpatient. We have 8 locations across the country. We do have one in Nashville, Tennessee. Don't have the links for it yet. Don't have all the details, but we're going to start that September 1st. I got a meeting with them tomorrow, and it's an awesome thing. It's for a great cause. If there's any of you guys out there who need help with mental health, any type of addictions, alcoholism, anything of that nature, a friend, a family member that needs help, just hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter at Titans Rossi or titansrossi@gmail.com. And man, we'll get you some help. I work there. I can even work with you through the admissions process. This is a great partnership. I'm so freaking stoked about it. And anyways, let's get to some football. So guys, preseason game number 3, Titans win, big win at the end of the game. I mean, Malik Willis came through, right? He came through, 2 touchdown passes. Bryce Oliver, 2 touchdown receptions. It was an awesome thing to see Malik Willis come back at the end. Of course, they got the short field, but still, he made plays. Malik Willis has looked so much better this camp. And I made a final 53 the other day, right? And I kept Willis off of it because I was thinking, you know what? Like, are they really going to keep 3 QBs? But I kind of had a change of heart. After seeing Malik in that game, and I went ahead and threw him on my final 53. I took Haskins off as the 4th running back they were going to keep because Haskins didn't even get a snap until like the 4th quarter. And that was weird to me. And I think that is a telling sign. And I think they have guys. Haskins is a good special teams player, but I think they got guys who can who can keep up, who can fill in that spot on the special teams. So I took Haskins off. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about my final 53. Who would you take off? Who would you keep? I think Cedric Gray is going to be on injured reserve, so that's going to open up a spot. But I think Malik Willis is going to make it. I do. I think, he's just got too much talent and ability not to say, hey, let's give him another shot, right? Let's give him another shot because really at this point, you don't really know how Will Levis is going to progress. Is Will Levis going to be the guy? Mason Rudolph had a great preseason. He was 5th in QB rating in the NFL in the preseason, which is pretty good. I mean, that's hard to do, to get a solid QB rating like that in the preseason, considering you're playing with backups. And Rudolph played with the third string, I think the last game too. So I'm impressed with Mason Rudolph. But I think they're going to keep three QBs. I do. I just think Malik Willis shows too much. And if you put Malik Willis on the practice squad, I think he's going to get swooped up right away. Somebody's going to pick up Malik because there's just too much talent there for them not to, right? Like, I just think there's too much talent for somebody not to claim Malik Willis off waivers if he goes to waivers. So do you want to take that chance? And I think there's room for him on the 53. I do. As far as that goes, so preseason stats, let's go. Passing and rushing. Now, we got a poll going on. Does it even matter? Does the undefeated season matter? You know what I mean? 64. It went down to 64%. Now, we could say the same thing. Do preseason stats even matter? I think they do. I think they do in a sense. But you had Mason Rudolph there. 31 for 49, 63%, 365 yards, a touchdown, 92.6 rating. Then you have, look at Malik Willis's numbers. I mean, 20 for 27, 74% passing. I mean, that's pretty good, even considering the preseason. It's pretty good, man. So 2 touchdowns. He had the interception, but 104.7 rate. And then Will Levis, darn near perfect in the preseason, 11 for 13, 153 yards. If you had a touchdown, he probably would have had a perfect rating. Now, he did play against backups yesterday for the Saints, but he's looking good. Malik Willis, 11 carries, 101 yards, 9 average. I mean, you can't really argue with those numbers for Malik Willis in the preseason. I mean, I would like to go back and look at his previous preseason numbers, but I would say this is the best preseason stats that he's ever had. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. So receiving stats. Let's go to receiving stats. So David Martin Robinson, kind of the star of the show for the preseason as far as receivers go. 9 catches, 113 yards, and I think he's played his way onto this roster. Like, I mean, if I was the coaches, there's no way I just could not put him on the roster. Bryce Oliver had a good preseason too. I think he's a practice squad guy, but that doesn't mean he can't help this team. 16 practice squad spots. They're coveted. I mean, that is an opportunity for you to make an NFL team. I think Bryce Oliver is a definite practice squad guy. I don't think he's going to make the team just based on the numbers, but it just shows you the depth we have. Like, and he could eventually play his way onto this team. He could eventually, get called up for some games. You have some issues during the season. We saw it with Mason Kinsey last year. He got called up for 5 or 6 games because they needed a punt returner. So the practice squad is extremely important. It gives these guys a shot. Jaquan Jackson, 6 catches, 69 yards. He didn't have a catch yesterday, which I don't know why, kind of concerning. But, the guy shows flashes. He had the punt return where he almost busted it. I think Jaquan Jackson is a lock. I mean, I don't see how you couldn't have him as a lock. He's been playing great. Jamari Small, that's, Julius Chestnut, I think, makes this team. 5 catches, 70 yards in the passing game. Tony Pollard looks great, obviously. And then you had a couple guys. Boyd finally got in the action yesterday. Treylon Burks, I don't know, man. I mean, I know Burks is going to make this team. He's a lock. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait until the season when it comes to Burke. Let's get to some of your comments. Tighten up that like button if you haven't. As you can see, I got my Florida Panthers hat on. Don't hate on me. I am a Predators fan. I didn't have my Titans hat with me. I met my girlfriend's broadcasting live today. But I did live about 10 minutes from the Panthers arena for about 3 years, a few years ago. And I used to go to some games, and so I got the hat. They're kind of my second team, I guess, but don't hate on me for it. I am a Predators fan. I need to get a Predators hat. I don't have a Predators hat at all, or a shirt for that matter. All right, Leon, what's up, brother? Thank you so, man. You were too kind to the network. Shout out to Leon. We got to give him a touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Titans!
Well, he was during the stream yesterday too. So he says everyone expects the Titans to lose in Chicago, and everyone expects us to be dead last in the AFC South. I low key like the idea that maybe everyone is just sleeping on the Titans. Yeah, no, I mean, I think everybody is sleeping on the Titans, Leon. And I'll say this, my thoughts on it are the Titans right now, I think they're about a 9-win team. Like that's what and I think that would be great. Like that would be a great season for the Titans, considering new coach, new players, whole new offense, whole new schemes on defense, everything. So I think right now we're looking at like a 9-win team. But if Will Levis has the season that we think he could, and the O-line shows up, you could be looking at a 10 to 11 win team, I believe. You know what I mean? And I think even as a 9-win team, there's a lot of people sleeping on the Titans, because a 9-win team in this division and in the AFC and in the AFC in general, that's a good team, man. I mean, you got a lot of tough teams in the AFC. A 9-win team is a good team. Like that's a team that's fighting, especially with what we have, like with all the nuances, the new team, the new offense, the new coach, a 9-win team a 9-win season would be fantastic. Do I think the Titans are capable of 10, 11 wins? Yeah, I do. The defense worries me. I'm still a little worried about the defense, Leon. I just didn't see enough in the preseason. Now, Awuzie and Snead didn't play. So that's a big hole. I mean, it's hard to really judge the team when Awuzie and Snead didn't play. So I don't know there. Diggs didn't play a whole lot. He played yesterday. He looked good. I'll be happy as long as we don't regress from last year. Yeah. No, I am too. He says, I don't have any expectations of playoffs or any of that, but I do have a lot of optimism. Yeah, I do too. And I think people are excited, man. And the numbers show, like just with this show alone, 400 people in a preseason watch party, like continuously, that's concurrent throughout the entire 3.5-hour broadcast, 400 for the whole time. And over, I think, 12,000 views. That's incredible for a preseason watch party. So I think that shows you the optimism. What's up, MB? Yes, tighten up that like button for us. You guys have been killing it for us on the likes, especially for this show. I mean, we got 20 right now. If we can get the 50 before the show's in, I mean, you guys have been killing it for us. Clay, what's up, buddy? Nas says, love how Levis the first team offense. Look, Zach Carpenter says, like Callahan said, it matters to all the players that have been fighting for a roster spot. Yes, I think you're exactly right there. Gus says the priority was finding out Levis and the O-line can work properly in a new offense, connect with weapons at all levels, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. They have passed the test, win-loss column. Man, yeah. I think you're exactly right, Gus, and I think that's a great comment. I think you're exactly right there as far as that goes. Salty Amy says the best I felt about a season. Wow, well that's a lot. That's pretty optimistic. Stevie BOE Gordy TV says, tighten up, buddy. Look forward to battling you in fantasy this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. To many O-line, boss 8 is plenty, especially when Brunskill and Ravens are versatile. Yeah, I might have too many on there. I don't know. I got to go back and update it, to be honest. If we can't win our division, we in trouble, no matter our record versus the others. Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Upload for the watch party yesterday. Let's see. It's our year. Appreciate all the Titans content. Yeah, man, we appreciate all of them too, man. There's a lot of good content creators out there. Titans Coliseum, the Sick Podcast, A to Z, which they're more media, but they do a good job. And then you got Locked On Titans, friend of the network. Love that guy. He's a great guy. He's been killing it. So shout out to Tyler of Locked On. And of course, Titans in Truth, the OG, Ken Moore, who we're going to have on the show soon. Who am I missing? Tennessee Titans Weekly. I don't know. There's so many of them out there now. They're awesome, man. So if you guys want to post some of your favorite Titans content creators, please do in the chat. We'll throw them up on the screen. Look, man, we try to get along with all of them, and collaborate and all that. We don't, unless somebody's throwing hate our way, we ain't hating on nobody as far as the Titans content creator game goes. There is one out there who we don't mess with, but I'm not gonna say that on the show. Say the name. Super Juggernaut says, new coach, new guys on offense and on defense. This is a good sign. I did not think the Titans were going to win a game in the preseason. Yeah. So there you go. We got a poll going on, 38 votes. Titans undefeated preseason. Does it matter at all? 66% of you say yes, 34% of you say no. Let's get to some clips. The offensive line, man. The offensive line looked great yesterday. Now they were against backups. But they've done pretty good during the preseason. And shout out to No Flags Film, another creator, James Foster. He posted this video on X this morning. So, and basically this was just showing a clip of that I can't remember if it's the first or second drive, but the O-line just dominating, 4 of them. So yeah, like basically 4 pancake blocks there, and a great video by No Flags Film per usual. I mean, that guy's been blowing up A to Z Film Room. He's awesome, man. He's awesome, a student of the game. So I thought the O-line looked really, really good. I mean, I think you got a pretty solid core there. And I'm pretty happy about the O-line. And I think this season really hinges on that a lot, guys. I do. I think it's a big deal. Here's who I got. Now I might have too much on there. Probably just keep 8. I need to take Duncan off there. I did not mean to keep Duncan on there. I would not keep Duncan. I'm just not a big Duncan fan. So I would scratch Duncan off there and then keep 8. And then you could add another player, whether that's a running back, a linebacker. Chance Campbell could be on the IR. And it sucks because Campbell was fighting for a starting job, and it really sucks. So I need to update this. This is not my final 53. So I don't know. I mean, Chance Campbell, they might put him on the IR depending on what his MRI looks like. either way, he's probably going on the IR. That's going to open a spot. You take Duncan off, that's going to open a spot. So you'd really have 2 more spots to add on there. And, you could add who you want. I'll update it, post it on X. Later today, but as far as that goes, let's see. Yeah, he did, man. Skoronski, I'm excited about Skoronski this year. I think Skoronski could be an absolute monster. I'm excited about him. Let's see what else we got here. Getting to Odukoya. What about the Odukoya, the hustle by Odukoya? 106-yard return, and Odukoya runs all the way across the field to catch this guy. I wish I could have the clip, but it'd probably be a copyright thing. I'll have to get the all 22 of it. But frickin' Thomas Odukoya doing his best to make this team. This is what he had to say about it after the game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously attempted a long field goal there prior to the play. Saw there was a returner back there. So after we kicked it, knew we had to go cover. I was on the left side, trying to set an edge, trying to contain my side of the field. He rolled to our right, started running. Felt the cut back. I felt like I didn't have a chance. I was close, but I knew I had to keep running. They slowed down, made the play at the 3-yard line. Awesome there to stop them, not give up a touchdown right before half, keep our momentum on our side. And, it was important for the game.
You got swarmed by teammates out there. Yeah. What did guys tell you about it, and what did Coach maybe say to you?
Man, they were excited. Coach, before the game, said one word that we have to all think about today is finish. And that play kind of just exemplified that. Leaving it all out on the field, last preseason game. Guys like me fighting for a roster spot, so wanted to leave it all out there. My teammates, obviously, in the moment knew how big that play was. We thought we were going to get 3 points with the field goal attempt, and then all of a sudden it looks like they're about to get 7 points. So that was a huge momentum swing. So luckily able to prevent that.
Is that kind of what you wanted to be about since you've been here?
Yeah, of course. I wanted to show this team and all the other teams, I care about this team so much, and I'm willing to leave it all out there. Effort, finish as much as I can. And, that's just what I'm about as a player.
When did you get your win back after that one?
Man, it took for a while. Obviously, we celebrated, ran off the field, had to sit in here, and then coaches came. And then for a couple minutes, my adrenaline wore off a little bit. My breathing got back to normal.
So there you go. So Odukoya definitely trying to make this team. He's still under the international thing, so they can actually keep him on without even using a practice squad spot, from what I understand. So I think he's going to make the practice squad again because of just Nick Vannett and David Martin Robinson. I don't know if Odukoya has done enough. I think he's done enough to make the practice squad. Here's my updated. I updated it. See, this is what we do here at the network. We update the stuff on the fly. So this is what I got right now. Yes, I think cornerback could be one where we keep 6. You can never have enough corners. But I have Chance Campbell going on injured reserve. That opens a spot. I need to update that to 4 inside linebackers, not 5. But anyways, I threw Haskins back on there just because of his special teams ability. So we'll see. It's going to change a lot. We'll see what happens. The next 2 days, I mean, they might even make some cuts today. Shout out to Justin Mello. He's usually the one that comes out with all the cuts and stuff. So, the cut day is tomorrow. The cutoff day is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So all 32 NFL players have to trim rosters of 53 players by Tuesday, August 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, that's what's going to happen. So let us know in the comments. I wanted to ask you guys this comments before we get out of here. Which Titan deserves to make the final 3 roster the most but won't? So let us know in the comments. So let us know which Titans player will make the final 33. What's up, Jay? Hey, brother. I emailed you back. Check your email when you get a chance. I emailed you back because we're getting kind of to the limit there. We got, I think, 11 in fantasy so far. So, but I did email you back about that. So check that out. I gave you a lot more detail and the links and all that. So check that out when you get a chance. So which Titan deserves? So which Titan basically deserves to make the final 53 the most but won't? Which Titan do you think? What is one of your favorite bubble players that you think deserves to make the roster but won't? Put it in the chat. We'll definitely throw it on the screen here. Tighten up that like button if you haven't for us yet. We got 115 people in the building. We got about 40 on YouTube, 80 on Twitter or X, whatever you choose to call it. If you're on X and you want to come over here and get involved in the chat, hit the like button for us. Yeah, you have to click the link and come over to YouTube. It won't let you do it on X. So, but we appreciate you tuning in on X too. But 115 people watching right now, it's pretty awesome. So, and I know a lot of people are at work and things like that. So we do appreciate you. Which Titan deserves to make the final 53 the most, but won't? Let us know in the chat. If you're on X, come on over here. Let us know in the chat, or on YouTube. Let us know. We're going to talk about it. Let's see. McKinnon tore his pectoral muscle. Oof, that's rough. Got to get back to run left hat again. Yeah, I mean, the left side looks really good. They look really dominating. Mitchell says Kinsey isn't making the roster. I don't know. I think that he can, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because Chance Campbell is more than likely going to go on injured reserve, right? Then you got Cedric Gray, more than likely going to go on injured reserve. That's going to open up 2 spots. And if the Titans are going to keep 7 wide receivers, I think right now is the opportunity. Does that mean they're going to keep 7 throughout game 4? I don't know, because obviously IR is 4 games. If Cedric Gray, Campbell comes back, whatever, I don't know. But I think, I think the Titans are going to keep 7. And if they keep 7, I think Kinsey deserves the last spot. Now, there's a lot of guys who deserve spots on the team. Obviously, I am a huge Kinsey fan. And Upload didn't keep him on his 7. So, a lot of these people who say, oh, we're just Kinsey homers. We're not. I mean, we are realists too. But Upload did not keep him on the final 53. I did. I think the Titans will keep 7. That's just my opinion. But I think he does deserve that final spot. But there's a lot of guys out there who do deserve the final spot. So it's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm right, but it's just my opinion. All right, let's get to it. Which Titan deserves to make the final 53? Bryce Oliver, I agree. Oliver could make it too. Kinsey, 100% scrappy guy, great work ethic, leader, just not the most physically gifted. And I think that Oliver does deserve to make a final 53 too. But it's a numbers game. There's a lot of guys who deserve it, but it's a numbers game. I wish we would have kept Chris Moore. Malik earned a roster spot. I agree. Tavondre Sweat looked very solid in his series. Preseason has me excited. What's up, Keisha? Shout out to Keisha. There's no keeping 4 wide. I disagree. I mean, you got Nick Vanette and David Martin Robinson, so why not? I normally disagree with Upload. I'm surprised we agree. I think the linebacker injuries, they keep an extra safety. Brian Badilla, I mean, come on, buddy. Let's go. Really. I think Oliver looked amazing, so why keep Malik? The reason that I'm keeping Malik, and I said this earlier, is I think, if you send Malik to the practice squad, he's gonna get claimed by waivers. So I think just based on his play in the preseason and camp, I think he deserves another shot. I think he deserves another shot just in case, and I think he's going to get claimed off waivers immediately if he goes and gets cut. So I think there's room for him. I think you give him another shot. Just my opinion. Like I said, it's just an opinion. My opinion is not 100% right. It's just my personal opinion when it comes to Kinsey, when it comes to Malik. And I do think the Titans keep 4 tight ends, just in my opinion. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. But, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I do want to get to T'Vondre Sweat. T'Vondre Sweat has looked really good. I think he's been out there at practice. He's been out there during camp. He's been doing his thing. He dominated yesterday. I thought he looked great. And I'm really excited about T'Vondre Sweat and Justin Simmons lining up together. And I love Sweat's attitude. Here's the interview after the game yesterday.
Just take it day by day. I mean, I give every play 100%, you know what I mean? And when I go out there and have the opportunity to showcase my skills, I just play the best I can be for my teammates.
How excited are you about what's next?
I'm very excited. Just getting ready to prepare for the first away game in Chicago. Can't wait. It's going to be another opportunity to play football.
Fun to watch at the end how it unfolded, winning this game late, and what you guys did in the preseason.
So
how cool was the way you guys finished this game and finished the preseason?
It was great. I mean, like I say, we all take it day by day, and we prepare for those type of moments. Just finish, and we went out there and finished.
Yeah, so I think Sweat, I love his attitude. I love his demeanor. I think he just brings something different to the D-line, and I'm excited about Sweat, man. I hope he really proves all the doubters wrong, the haters, and I hope he goes out there and kills it. I mean, he seems like he's in pretty good shape. Like, we haven't seen him play a whole game, obviously, but seems like he's in pretty good shape. He moves extremely well for a guy his size. He's a freak. He's a freak athlete. I mean, keeping 4 tight ends, not 7 wide receivers. I don't see them keeping 11 bodies. Yeah, I mean, and you might be right. I mean, I could be wrong. Obviously, I do have a bias towards Kinsey. So, I mean, I got to keep him on there, man. I'm just hoping and praying that he makes it. You know what I mean? We all have our favorite players, right? But I do think that there is room, and we'll see what happens. I think we send Malik to the practice squad. I think if he gets – it's definitely – any of these guys who get picked off waivers make a final 53 somewhere. So they have to put them on the active roster if they claim them off waivers. I believe at the start of the season they have to make a final 53 if they get claimed. So any of these guys, Bryce Oliver, Kinsey, if Kinsey goes to the practice squad and somebody claims him, good for him. He's going to make an active roster somewhere. So any of these guys, Oliver, any of these guys out there who are fighting for spots, Odukoya, whoever, some of these cornerbacks, like, good for them, of course. I'm split on Malik. I just don't know if he's worth using an extra spot on. I love his growth, but still a way to go. I see the Commanders or Cowboys swiping up one of the wide receivers we cut. Let's see. We are an 11 personnel team. We do not need tight ends. Let's see. I've seen Sweat play plenty at UT at his weight dominated. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I mean, he looked great at Texas. I mean, he's obviously what he did at Texas was pretty phenomenal. So, guys, that's going to do it for today. I do appreciate you guys so much. We had a good crowd in here today. Hit that like button for us if you haven't yet, and make sure to check out BetUS. That's our sponsor. This show is powered by BetUS. Link is in the description of the video. 125% bonus for your first 3 deposits. So check them out. And guys, we appreciate it so much. We'll be back again this week in the mornings. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. You guys have been great all off season, and we're going to keep hitting you guys with the content. So just keep tuning in. Mike, the Power Hour, will have a show tonight, his usual Monday night show. So make sure and tune into that as well. And yeah, guys, we're stoked about the season. Super excited. Hope to see some of y'all at the games. I will be at quite a few games this year. So really, really hope to see some of you guys out there at the games. Hit me up on Twitter at Titans Rossi. You can always communicate with me one-on-one there. So tighten up, everybody. We'll see you this week.